So you went from you started off at Rayford at the Rock. How much time you actually did there?
Altogether, about 10 years. In 1981, I got stabbed in the Rock. I got stabbed in the movie in the main housing unit. We had a main housing unit, which was the Rock, and it consists of different floors. You had 2T, 3T, and you had one-man cells. You had 10-man cells, and you had 2T and 3T were more or less areas in which you had to work, that for good behavior. They would place you in that environment there. And we had two laundry rooms. We had the East Rock laundry room and the West Rock laundry room. And you had one basic shower, one main shower. And you had a law library, and you had the movie. And I was involved in some illegal activities at that time. I was selling weed, and someone had found out that I had gotten a large amount of weed. And I was in the movie. I never forget this. I was in the movie. We were watching Superman, and I was high. I was smoking, and all of a sudden I felt a blade in my side, and I turned around to my right, and I asked the guy who had stuck me in the side. I said, "Man, are you for real?" And he said, "Yeah, I am. Give it up." I said, "Give what up?" He said, "Give the weed up." I said, "Man, you must be crazy." And at that moment, I felt another hand go around my neck and yoke me out. And I woke up, and they had turned the lights on in the movie, and my finger was bleeding. So the officer took me to OPC, which was the medical department at that time, and it was a guy that was going back to the Southwest unit, and he said, "Ricky," I said, "Yeah." He said, I know who tried to rob you. And he gave me the name of the guy who tried to rob me. So I waited a couple of weeks. I stayed in the Southwest unit at that time. And I waited a couple of weeks, and I prepared myself to go back over and confront this guy. And I wrapped myself up good with gauze and stuff like that. And I put on a sweatshirt, and I had on my jacket, and I had two knives. And I went to get some straightening, because if you didn't get any straightening behind something like that, that was an open invitation for other people to try the same thing. So I had no other alternative but to go and straighten this guy out. So I went. And I had one of my homeboys saw me, and he told me, he said, "Man, listen," he said, "Ricky, you're a convicted murderer. And if you go over there and you kill this guy, Florida law dictates that you go into the electric chair. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. You'll get the death penalty." He said, "Man, give me those knives that you got, and let me give you a pipe." So I said, "Okay." I gave him the knives, and he gave me a pipe. And I went into the movie, and I waited till I saw this guy. I saw him going into the restroom area, and I followed him in there. And I had the pipe in my hand, and he was taking a leak. And I creeped up on him, and I said, "Hey, man, you tried to rob me a couple of weeks ago in this movie?" And I hit him across the head with the pipe. As I hit him across the head with the pipe, I felt a hit in the back of my back on my left side. Unknown to me is that his partner had followed me in the bathroom.
Mm.
And he had hit me twice in the back with a knife. And I turned around. As I turned around, I hit him across his jaw, and I broke his jaw with the pipe. And he fell down. As I went back to turn around to get back to his partner, he, unknown to me, that he had dug in his boot and pulled out an ice pick, and he stuck me right here in the neck with an ice pick. They rushed me to OPC, rushed me to Shands Teaching Hospital in Gainesville, and I died 3 times on the operating table. The doctors, after the last attempt, they put me in ICU. I came through. the doctors came in and told me, said, you died 3 times on the operating table, Mr. White. And I've never seen a person with more determination and willpower to live than you. So